Welcome to the Side Note with Rittens, man. This is Common Sense. It's not common a podcast. Man. Let me introduce to y'all what the Side Note is. It's when I'm sitting back and I'm just thinking about anything. And tonight I was thinking about one man and two women. That's menage a trois. But what the fuck is two men and one woman? I'm gonna let y'all know off the muscle. Me, what is it? That's two dudes on a woman. That's a train.
Well, first of all, two women and a nigga, that's a good fucking time. But if I got to look at another dude, which means two men and one woman, that's some gay shit to me.
When two niggas lining up behind a woman.
Now that's a different story. A choo-choo is, hold on, y'all wait until I get done. But what you talking about, two niggas in the room together?
But what is it called?
Some gay shit. Like,
since back in the day, we know what two men on one chick is. It's a train. Whether the chick is okay with it or not.
So when two women fucking on one nigga, they running a train on the door.
That's a threesome.
So it's a menage a trois.
That's probably like a plethora of people. Like everybody doing what they want to do. But two chicks on one guy, threesome, and two guys on one chick is a train.
With Debo, when he said that shit gay, two niggas trying to fuck on one girl at the same time.
It's not gay unless you looking at that other nigga. What you looking at that other nigga for? Focus on the goal, okay? Focusing on what you're here for. You're here for this bitch. Chick, you ain't even got to disrespect her. I said bitch. What is that called?
a train.
You better know it.
That's a train all day. You know, but the thing about it is, though, is a lot of women like that shit, though.
Might be something that you want. And I tried to
Yeah.
reference to the chick from Baby Boy, the mom. She said that was her thing. She was on a Breakfast Club. And she said
She ain't never say that.
That's something that she wanted to do, and she asked.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's an open relationship, it kind of is different though. Because if you in a relationship that's open, I mean, two niggas, one girl, it might be a different dynamic. Most men are looking at it like, oh, it's a perfect opportunity, but it might be more like the girl was in charge and they the followers. Like I've seen it. So it depends on that dynamic of the situation.
So what would you call it though?
I would call it exploring with more than one. She being adventurous.
Not exploring. Bad come up, but I ain't got time to play the victim. With 150, with my connections, could get a pistol. And with that pistol, could fuck around and fix the issue. Where you living broke when your kids shitting and need some tissue. Fuck that, they need macaroni with the pimento. Angel hair, Asiago, and the tomatoes. Little trips, trick 20K out in Barbados. Come back another 2K out on a day cruise. The Blue Lakes, me and my sons on a triple date. Cracking jokes, they said my nose look like Ricky Lakes. Heavyweight, I've been bent, don't know what day it is. I just had to come up off a bro like the Williams did. Bottom line, I'm the type of nigga get it done. Don't need a big entourage, only my fam could come. Had to holler at the plug, like give me one. I cop it from Guillotine, that's my uncle, how I know we won. Cheers to that, for sure. I could definitely cheers to that. That's what I was definitely about to do. Definitely could cheers to that, man. Like, sick.
Talking and speaking in German. If the States wouldn't have gone into the war, Mexico by now would have been speaking in German, maybe. If Germany would have won the war. So it was necessary, right? To take the step, leap into mankind. Then we got into the moon. It was another leap in mankind. Now we're in the moment. It's the time for humanity to do the next step. See what I'm saying? To take the next step into glory. Glory days where I'm no longer going to be called as Mexican and you're no longer going to be called as American. The hell with that. 50 years maybe, 100 years, but when is it going to happen? That's my question. When do you think is the time frame possible? 10 years, 20?
No.
I mean, we gotta start thinking.
First of all, before we finish, I just want to say welcome to everybody
Oh,
on the
I'm
line.
sorry. I'm sorry. I got a
No,
little
no, no,
bit
no, no.
carried
We've
away,
been
man.
no, it's not your fault. We've been going a whole minute. I mean, over a minute. We've been going like freaking 4 minutes now. I just
Yeah, man. I'm
actually turned
sorry
on.
about this. I
No,
got too
no, no, no.
excited
I
about the
actually
topic.
just turned on the live stream. Okay. So everybody who is on the line stream just tuning in right now. We've been going on. There's been a crazy conversation, and I apologize for that. That's just me. I'm over here. I'm on Fireball. I don't know if y'all Fireball. This is what I'm on.
Oh my God,
I'm a little
dude.
messed up right now, so I fucked up it. But
Hey, I'm
man,
gonna
right
go
here,
get mine,
he
by the
said a
way.
lot of good shit, and I'm gonna let you continue. But so you do agree that it is definitely a race war going on
Yeah,
in the
of
world,
course. Of course it is.
and
Of course.
why is it a race war? Like what are we
Because
fighting about? Like what
we
are
are
we?
fighting about uniqueness. Uniqueness. That's my opinion. We're fighting to be unique. That's what I'm saying. That so far, so good. We've been Mexicans, Americans, Arabs, Australians. We've been like that. And it's okay. But it's time to move forward on a quantum leap, on a quantum schedule, to start calling each other humans, for crying out loud.
Right,
Christ is the Lord. He showed us the way. And we can do this, to call ourselves brothers and sisters. Once again, 2,000 years ago, it was possible. And he got crucified because of that.
right.
And he left an example of love, of dignity, of prosperity, but with love, not hate. This commotion of the world right now is going through turmoil. It's going through turmoil, the world, but it's necessary. Written is necessary. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, with that being said, like, what is causing it in your mind? Like, what is
What's
causing it?
causing it? The evolution of mankind, my man. The evolution is causing it. It's a spiral. It's a freaking a small snowball that is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's unsustainable. That's why it has to change. That's why we have the uniqueness as a race right now to become humans, no longer with borders.
Right.
But that is impossible. It's impossible for the times that we live in
So you
to
don't
remove.
believe that it? Do you believe that it'll ever come to a table where we all be equal, the same?
Yeah, but that's my question that I was saying, written. 10 years, 50 years,
No,
how
I can't get.
long?
I'm not gonna be able to give you no year
It's impossible,
because I
right? Because
believe
we don't know the time frame, but
I
we
don't.
have
There's nowhere.
right now, at least between us, at least between the host and the participants tonight, let's start by us calling us humans and
All right.
fuck the race for
All right.
once,
And Charlie,
at least tonight. I'm
hey,
sorry about the foul language.
no, Charlie,
I'm
Charlie,
sorry.
Charlie. Listen, tell us again because I did start the stream a little late from when
All
we got
right.
to our conversation.
Not a
Let them know
problem.
where
Not
you
a
from.
problem.
Let them know where you from again.
I'm from Mexico, right on the border of California, in a town called Mexicali, right in the first street. I'm sorry, the first city of California is Calexico in the Imperial Valley. Okay? That's where I'm in. Right now, I'm right there saying hello to the world. Hello to the world. Bring peace to the world. And I
He
was
already
telling
said that he can't come back to America because he don't got his passport.
I know, right? But I've been going back and forth for like what, 50 years maybe. 50 years. I grew up with Bugs Bunny, man.
Well, you
I
bet.
grew up with the Brady Bunch.
Hey, they only got to catch you at that border one time and then show ass. And we fuck with Charlie. Hey, Charlie, you stay backstage, man. We definitely bringing you back into the thing, but we got more people backstage, man. Once again, man, I apologize, man. We got the conversation started kind of heated, man, and I don't think a lot of people who on the live stream gonna be able to see that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring it back. It was kind of heated, but we got more people in the building, man. I see Steven back there, man. Steven, I want your opinion, man. I'm bringing you to the stage right now, man. You let these people know who you are and where you from. I can't hear you, Steven. You gotta unmute your mic. I can't hear you. Speak. I can't hear you, Steven. Your mic off. Can't hear you, Steven. Gotta move Steven to the stage. Hey, Steven, get the mic fixed. See what's going on. Start your phone over or whatever you gotta do. Come back into the conversation. We're gonna bring Debo into the building. That's my guy right there, man. We're gonna see what he got to say about the situation. Yo, Bo, what's good with it?
Yo, what poppin'? You can hear me?
I can hear you, man. What's going on?
Yeah, shout out to what's his name? Charlie.
Yeah,
Shout
Charlie. He
out to
definitely said
Charlie.
some real shit.
Yeah, he said some real
And
shit,
before this
and
started, he said some real shit too.
he said some real shit, and we is in a race war, cuz let me tell you something, cuz you don't, and let me just put this on Front Street. I ain't a pastor or I ain't a Bible genius or nothing, but I do know a little song,
What you said, Lil?
and I could tell you, yeah, a little song, but I could tell you like this: race is nowhere in the Bible. You hear nothing about race in the Bible. Now everybody was getting together and all that shit. We got MLK, even though MLK had some other shit that was going on. I can't say he was trying to get the people together. But then you got Malcolm X. He was trying to get the people together.
Facts.
But at the same time, you got to realize the race war is the race war comes as I can't even say it's just black people doing it because it's white people doing it, it's Mexican, it's everybody doing it. But when you go somewhere, you see Mexicans sticking with Mexicans, whites sticking with whites, blacks sticking with blacks. Everybody got to realize one thing: we all human beings. Color don't mean shit. Cause I'm cool with everybody. I don't give a fuck what you is. But at the same time, what people got to realize in a biblical worldview, if you want to get real technical, that's where all the patriotic shit started at in America. Is on the biblical worldview, like on the Constitution. All that shit started on a biblical worldview. God, man and wife, everybody should be treated equally. It's got a lot to do with the Bible. It ran through the Bible. If you read your
Yeah.
Bible like that, and I ain't saying I read my Bible like that, but at the same time, everybody's supposed to be on the same team.
But that's kind of saying like all Bible people should be on the same team because we got a lot of religions out here.
What you mean, Bible people?
Because you said that people who, God said this, what I'm saying? He never said nothing about race. But that's kind of on one religion.
That's
No,
on. Yeah, I see what you saying about that shit.
that's kind of on one religion. Now, I don't know all the religions to say,
I ain't gonna sit
what
here and
they
say I
follow.
know all the religion.
I don't know what they follow, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that's kind of on one religion. All I'm saying is this. When you go outside, do you feel like you the underdog because you're a black man?
Nah, I don't do that shit no more. You know why? And just like you said, nigga, you remember you had to come over there and get me from they had laid me down in the parking lot.
Yeah, I
Cause
remember.
of my shoes.
So what happened? Explain that incident so we could get that in here right quick. What happened?
I was a black man
Doing what?
walking across the mall parking lot to go to
Where you was,
work.
where you was coming from?
The train station. and I was walking
You was
across
coming from a public train station, coming across
public
a parking lot.
public train station. I was coming across Perimeter Mall, Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, and what happened?
Somebody was robbing a bank, and they said I had on the same shoes he had on. Come to find out, they was like, "Oh yeah, it was a black man that was robbing the bank." Remind you, I got on the security shirt
You got on a security shirt for Target.
for Target.
And what did they do to you when they stopped you?
Oh, the guns was out, the tasers was out, everything was out. And just to be honest with you, the black man was the nastiest nigga. The white man said, "Did y'all even check his ID?" They didn't check my ID.
And
White man said, "Pick him up off the ground." They had laid me down on the ground and everything. We gonna shoot you. They had their guns out.
and that's
So
my
the net,
thing. That's my thing.
so the next morning, guess who I get a call from?
Probably
The sheriff of DeKalb County,
what they say.
Mr. Bo. We sorry for everything that happened. Like we had no idea. I say y'all lay me down. Y'all were about to kill me because I had on the same shoes. Get the fuck out of here. And just so happened is the crazy shit is the man was a white man.
And that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And for
But I
me,
can't blame
no,
that
for
though.
me, I look at it like, you know what I'm saying, far as the race war go on, like far as me, let's just say I was a sheriff. Let's just say I was a sheriff. I would feel like I was in a position that maybe I wasn't supposed to be in. So if I got a white superior, I'm more than likely gonna follow his steps just because I'm already feel like I'm here and I'm supposed to be here. I mean, I don't know. That's me looking in. And D, please stay in the chat because we definitely got more questions for you. But we definitely gonna bring more people in, man, because we got people in the back room. We got Steven back in the back room. He said the mic working. We about to bring him back to the stage. See what's going on. Let him know who you is, where you from. Talk to us.
Brother, we're on.
Where you from?
Yeah, East Coast Australia, eastern coast of Australia.
All right, what's going on? What you feel about the topic?
All right, yeah. So, I actually work with diversity and inclusion in my job, and we try and find something that they try and work with um, that is something that they're relating to. So we don't just look at race or gender or we try to have inclusion for everybody. And so the issues we find over here, it's not so much like, yeah, okay, there's a real, like, we know that there's a race issue, and it's all over the world, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. What we need is we need to bound together and have people and having inclusion of everybody in all aspects of the situation. So, like you're saying, there's been a discussion of being arrested. When people are arrested, like, you've got to have someone from that culture to be able to relate and understand what's going on. And also, the person will feel a lot more comfortable if you can find someone within that category.
Okay, okay. So you feel like there is a race war in the world.
There is, and there's not enough people that are gathering together to do something about it. there does need to be something done about it. And also, one of the things I find is economic situations or the actual living circumstances. They're not always the same for many different many different races and cultures. And so we've got to have activities, joint activities throughout each culture, and joining people together so that there's a lot more understanding. If there was understanding and love in the world, that would go a long way in solving like half the issues that go on here.
Okay, so when you say that we should join now, I've seen situations where like within the schools in America, I know you're not from America. Where are you from?
Yeah, Australia.
Okay, Australia.
Australia.
Okay, so in America is definitely mixed cultures here. Even Australians, I'm sure here is mixed cultures here. So still within the schools, they learn together. They come up together within the schools. But when they get older, it seems like the race things start taking over. It's like more of what they're raised off of is what's bringing this problem.
Well,
Because I'm telling you right now, like me, I'm not a racist person. You know what I'm saying? Before the show started, like I said, I told you my situation, especially with my cousin. But I'm not a racist person. My son godfather is a white man. You know what I'm saying? He's a white man. That's my son godfather. So at the end of the day, I'm not a racist man, but I know the struggle out here. I came up with the same people who bring in harm to certain people, and if we all know that is an issue, how can we fix it? Like, what can we do besides keep watching it happen? It's happening day
all
after.
right. So there's got to be a lot more discussion in the school from like the different cultures. So having different cultures into the classroom, it's not just about education of your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3. It's a lot more than that. It's the chance to bring people in from different cultures and for them to explain their story. And like I know that there's a lot of things, like for example, one gentleman, he got arrested, pinned down, and that, and then rumors started going around that this it was a black man that did it, and anyway, just before he left, they got the news crew out, and they said, can we just quickly ask you, where are you from? He says Malta. So he wasn't even actually a black American. So, but look, honestly, brother, I find that in schools that it needs to also come into the classroom, and the importance. And I'm speaking from a situation where I was right next to a brother boy, and we're walking into a class, and this guy had gone from like school to school, and he kept getting expelled from schools. And anyway, he was just over. He was just over the racism that was happening around the place, and you could see it. And he actually attacked me because of racism. He turned around and he actually sort of accused me of my appearance. He made fun of my appearance. So I turned around and I said the full word of what his race was. And anyway, that turned rage against him, towards me, and he threw a chair at me, and we both ended up at the principal's office. And the white principal was trying to get me to admit that I said a sensitive, what do you call it, a bad word against the culture. And I'm like, hell no, it wasn't me. I didn't say that. It was just it was an assumption that they.
That was a white principal, so that was white on white. I mean, technically.
Yeah. But like,
Hey, that
I
just
mean,
like Debo said. He said that the officer was a white officer who was taking up for him. It was a black man who was.
Yep.
So I guess it happened like that too sometimes.
Well, look, we've got, in Australia, we've got supports for all different, like people for different diverse backgrounds. Why can't we have, and like it said, for example, like people that don't speak English very well, and they come into Australia, and there's community groups that actually have activities for them to do, so they can learn and actually get a job within that field, or whatever they're going for. But it's if they've got this in the community centres, why can't they have this in the schools? Why can't they include this into? They're only just starting, like a couple of years ago. They've only just started in Australia that they're having these liaison officers in the police force that help with personal and cultural issues when people are arrested. I can't see why there shouldn't be more of it. So that'll go a long way, brother. I'm not racist at all.
All right, man, and I can respect that, man. Listen, man, we about to take a 60-second break, and when we come back, I'm coming with the hard questions. I'm bringing everybody into the room. I'm coming with the hard questions, so make sure y'all be ready, man.
It's hard to make it cause so many boys in blue is racing to kill a brother cause their color stand out darker than others. But if we change history and made white people slaves, black people masters, switching chapters, who we label the bad ones? Not much to change cause they right way is the bad way for us. They beat us, we fight back, get incarcerated and cuffed. How is we innocent to proven guilty if we in jail? You ain't find shit but still got me locked up in hell. Harassed, the lower class don't compare with the rest. Black queens scared to their seats because of white teams don't wanna see their baby boy or girl living in hell. So they tie their tubes and overdose on birth control pills. But we the bad ones for selling drugs cause y'all high enough. Label the thug at birth, black is into this real slump. In the struggle, so we hustle to fix up this broken puzzle. Some can't stand the struggle, suicide is they cover. Now I ain't prejudiced. Another brother fit the description, face the time he innocent, can't win this shit. Opponent, lawyer, no money, no knowledge. It's like a virus. We walk the streets to track Cyrus. PD behind us flashing lights, treating us like convicts. And on some slick shit, swear to God that we was speeding, so they can put those metal hoops around our wrists.
Common Sense Not Coming to podcast, man. Let me bring everybody back into the room, man. Let me get everybody up in here, man. What's going on? Hey, man. I'm about to hit y'all ass with the hard question.
All right. Are we back? Dude, shout out to Debo. He said some real struggle shit. That, to me, and Steven, shout out again. Bro, I've been there. I've been what you went through. I did that. I used to beat up all the bullies in my school. When they touched a guy that couldn't defend himself, I used to beat the hell out of them, all of them. And Debo, what you said about Christ, about the Bible not being, the Bible is in you, man. The Bible is in your words, man. You may not know the book, buy the book, but your words, man, are precisely what Jesus said. There is no race. Bullshit on that. By the way, brothers, this is what I'm drinking. I'm going to send you a bottle by Christmas, before Christmas. It's mezcal. You ever heard of this, the cream? It's from Cafe. Bailey's? You ever heard of Bailey's?
Yeah.
Not Belize?
Bailey's or actually it's the drink that brothers drink a lot.
He's talking about,
man, send me a bottle. Shit.
Talking about,
send me a bottle.
I'm sending you one of them before Christmas. These are made by my fiance. She makes them, and it's
man. Send me two.
Okay, I'm gonna send you two before Christmas, bro. And look at this. Look at the consistency. Look at this shit, man. Look at this beauty, man.
Oh yeah.
Look at this beauty, bro. Look at this. Look. You don't even know, man. You don't even know the level of stratosphere of this drink. And it's from Edinburgh. I've been around, brother man. I've been around, and this world is crazy.
All
It's
right,
crazy.
hey, hold on. Let me ask you something, young Charlie.
Yeah. Thank you for saying young. I'm 54, by the way. I'm a kid.
I heard you earlier. You
I'm a
Young.
child.
but that don't mean trumpet nobody on the podcast. But hold up. All right. Let me ask you a
I'm
question.
sorry I get too
Charlie.
excited, man. I'm sorry I get too excited. Sometimes I just burst on.
No, when
And
I say you ain't trumping nobody, that mean niggas might be your age too. You think you older. You might not be that old.
I'm not old. I'm 54 young. 54 going
Yeah, you
strong,
young.
man. Going strong. Stronger than ever, bro.
So now let me get into the question though. So since we talking about a race war, usually we fighting over nothing when it comes
Right.
to these wars, and we know that. But in Mexico, where you at right now, where you live, you can't even come to America right now if you wanted to, because you.
I wouldn't put it like that, man. I wouldn't put it like that. That's on the news.
Oh,
That's
well,
what
you.
the news
Yeah,
are feeding you, bro.
I have seen y'all. I have seen y'all climbing that wall.
No, 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 no. But this is okay. We're talking about something different here. The media feeds what the children society needs to hear. Media is the father.
I get that
Society is the kid. And
y'all
media,
still coming through that bitch.
I'm telling you, man, it's
easily.
what it feeds us. So, what I can tell you is that the 350 cars a day by the hour that travel from the Mexican border to the American side, 350 to 2,000 cars per day.
Right.
Per
They not.
day.
They
That's
not
a
getting that.
lot of people, brother man. A lot of
That's a lot
people.
of people.
That's
I
a
know. So what I'm saying is that the media feeds us what they want to feed us. That
The
people crossing
bullshit.
All
over
right, but
the
hold on.
bullshit, right?
Okay, but that's not the question. So let me ask you the question.
All right. Sorry.
You okay? And I'm gonna get back to everybody, Debo and my boy over there, Steven. I'm gonna get back to y'all too. Okay, but so for you, like you in Mexico right now, like I know you see black people living there.
Oh
I
yeah.
know you see white people living there, right?
Hmm.
So you see white, black, Chinese, all type of people living in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is it dominantly like Mexicans in Mexico, like people don't need to live there, like move away? I seen a video on YouTube one time. It was a lot of Mexicans. I'm not gonna lie. It was a video I seen the shit, and I believe it was real. I don't got the
Uh-huh.
background on it,
I
but they
get
was
you.
on the highway. They had signs up. They said
I
niggas.
get you.
They said niggas go back to Africa where y'all supposed to be. And then they was
Yeah.
talking to them. They said they taking our jobs. They're doing this. They doing that. And it was Mexicans. It was my first time seeing it. I was like, whoa! I ain't think it
It's
was like.
moving. It's moving. The movement is moving. It's
But
progressing.
do you see that? You live there. Do you see that? Is it
To
fake
be
or
honest,
is
I
that
don't.
actually real?
To
Does
be
it
honest,
happen?
I don't. Those are very unique situations that the media focuses on. I don't even know about those cases. I have never seen anything like that. Besides the fact that I used to travel a lot to the States when I was in my 22s, I used to go every weekend to Los Angeles for training. That I was training for a company that was a promise that they were going to be coming to Mexico. So I trained with them 10 years. Every weekend, every Christmas, every summer, I used to spend it over there training for this company. And they never came. And I learned about the culture. Some of my best friends in Los Angeles are from the black community, are niggas. They are from the first time
Whoa, whoa.
yes.
We ain't gonna use a nigga word.
No, 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 no. What I'm saying, bro,
I
for
get,
real,
I
for
get it.
real.
We messing up the pot.
I lived in Union City, California, the biggest gang populated city in America in 1922. I'm sorry, 1992. The biggest gang city in America. I lived there every summer.
I get
at
it.
least throughout my high school to all the way to my college years, because I wanted to work with my uncle there. He used to own a farm of roosters for fighting, illegal fighting, and that's how he made
Okay.
his millions.
So with all that being said, within Mexico, racism is still happening.
It's not happening. No, sir.
As
What is
So let
happening
me
right
ask,
is
hold
it
on,
not
hold on,
happening?
hold on,
Hold
hold
on,
on,
is
hold
it
on.
not
now, just to
happening now
clarify,
Let
within
me
our
let
time?
me ask this. Let me ask this. So if let's just say me and Black come down to your country, to your to your people,
hmm
to your neighborhood, will we be accepted?
absolutely. That's what I want to say. In Mexico, there is no racism. In Mexico, it's classism. There is no
But
racism.
but then when you're in the US,
No. What I'm he asked me
it's
about
always
Mexico.
but
Asked me about
yeah,
Mexico.
listen to
Understand?
what I'm saying. But when we in here, but when we over here, why is it racism?
Because America was founded by a lot of cultures. Mexico was not. Mexico was founded by one culture, the Aztecs, and a lot of lower or minor cultures like the Mayas, the Chichimecas,
I
the
know who the Mayas
Olmecas,
is. Yeah,
right? So in
Hey,
I
our
know who the
country,
listen.
Mayas is.
our country was founded by several races, but from the same blood, Mexican. And your country
Yeah,
was founded with a lot of bloods from all over the world.
Just
That's where there
that.
is racism.
nah, that's made up shit.
No, it's that.
No.
See, you talk about
Different
I'm
blood.
saying
We
when the
got
people
what
that
in
came from Europe.
America.
nah,
America is
but
land of
what?
the free.
No, but what I'm
Everybody
saying
free.
is no. What I'm saying is name a name.
Ain't gonna be no name.
Name somebody that found this culture, cause it
No.
ain't too many.
From Abraham, from Franklin till right now, Trump, there is huge differences when it comes to race topics. From
Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin, from Benjamin Franklin to Donald Trump, there is universe, quantum leap when it comes to race in America. And I love America. Don't get me wrong. As a Mexican, I love America. You have no idea how much, because without be talking in German. So whatever the Americans do to Mexico, I don't give a fuck, because America did it for Mexico, saved us from the Second
Hold
World.
on. We ain't gonna say we don't give a fuck. We gonna give a fuck. We gonna bring in my boy Steven right now, man. We gotta see what Steven's got to say about the situation. Steven, what's up, man? What you gotta say?
Brother. I thought I'd just have a quick look and see what the real current issues is happening around in Mexico, and I find it interesting that we've got like 19% are actually Mexicans currently, like the true the true Mexicans. Population as of 2025 is 131 million. 131.9 million people in total population in Mexico at the moment. Ethnic composition is so you got 19% of indigenous people, Afro Americans, Afro Mexicans, around 2%, and then the other European descents are Spanish, Italian, German, French, particularly in the northern and western regions. So yeah, just really interesting to see what the diverse background. You turn around and you talk about Mexico, but you don't really look and realize that there's so many diverse cultures and like there's these people that are living next to each other and getting on. Uh, you come into America though, like I find that a lot of political wars go on, and there's a lot of people that have got strong political views in America. I don't know. What do you think about the Mexico? Like, what's the political side there, or they just try and keep it on the low, on the local?
Hey, that's what I was trying to figure out, and I'm gonna have to bring my boy Charlie back in because he the one who live in Mexico, so I'm gonna have to bring him back to the stage, man. Like
right now, Mexico is totally from the left wing. We're left wing in Mexico right now. That means we're from the left, far left, and we're tired of corruption in Mexico. That's the cancer of our society. Those two major things, classism and corruption, those are the two issues in Mexico. That's it. Racism is not
That
even
sounds
an
like the
issue.
world, actually.
Yeah,
That sounds like the
exactly.
world, my brother.
That's what I was saying at the beginning with
so
Riddles, that the
racism.
world
Hold
is
up,
turmoil right
Charlie.
now.
You saying there's no color racism going on within
There
Mexico?
is not.
Nah,
There is
not with
not.
the Mexicans.
Check this out. Check this
Not
out.
with the Mexicans.
Check this out.
Cause the car. Oh, Charlie, check this out. Cause the Mexicans run that shit. If the cartel ain't running shit, the cartel run everything.
No, brother. That again, my man.
Come on, bro.
Debo. Again, that's what the
The
media is
cartel
feeding
don't
you.
run everything.
Oh,
No,
brother.
I ain't.
He in
No,
Bro,
I
Mexico.
read.
Let him talk. He
look
in
at this.
Mexico.
Look at
Go
this.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm the one
Go
living
ahead.
in Mexico, and I can tell you,
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
smoke
I
weed.
respect.
All right, I smoke weed. It's all right. In here in Mexico, the cartels ain't got shit against the army.
But what,
The army in Mexico is trained
No,
by
you
the
talking
what
about
U.S.
happened
you
today?
cartel.
talking about weed. You
No,
talking
what
about
happened?
weed.
No,
I'm talking
I'm
about
talking about
fentanyl.
cocaine, fentanyl, and all that other shit. Yes,
What
it
happened
passes
to the
through
couple who went to
Mexico.
Mexico and and the dude got killed and the girl got shot in her
I
leg?
know. Those are very sporadic
Yeah. What?
issues, man. Brother, those are
That
very
was
sporadic
racist shit. What
events.
was that?
It was just an event.
It was
Okay,
racist.
that I don't even know about that event, to be honest with you. But what I'm
But
saying,
why
Debo,
can't?
what I'm
Go
saying,
ahead.
Debo, hear me out, man,
Go ahead.
please, with all
I'm
your
gonna hear
heart.
you out.
All right,
Go ahead.
Mexico is not run by the cartels. Yes, they have agreements with them. Yes, but those agreements are you will do your shit outside the city, or the army is going to annihilate you. And so far, so good. Cities like Juarez in Chihuahua, that used to be owned by cartels, that city is now under control, brother man. The lady that is in office in Mexico
Yeah, that's in
has
the
the
president.
biggest pair of ball sack
The
that I have
president.
ever seen in a
She
woman, that she cannot even
she got
wear a
she got
dress.
some big balls. I seen
Dude,
them.
she
She
doesn't
got
even,
some
she
big
cannot
balls.
even wear a dress, man, because they are showing. That's
Yeah,
that's
she
how rich our country is right now.
she the
Because
shit. She the
we are,
shit. I seen them.
like I'm telling you, we are fed up by corruption and classism.
Okay.
It's
But
enough
no,
with
but
us.
no,
Hold
but
up.
But
let me tell
when
you
it
something
comes to
though.
race, it's a no factor in
But
Mexico.
let me
Racism
tell you
is not
Let me get
here.
yours
something
in
though.
real quick, Debo. Go ahead, because I gotta ask a question. Go ahead.
But let me tell you something though. I'm gonna ask him a question. So, do you think Mexico need to be shut down just like the president shut down El Salvador?
Of
Like
course, they
when
have
he start
agreement.
locking up all gang members, start locking up all drug dealers. No,
So
I'm
you
just asking you, do the shit that need to happen?
did you saw about 2 months ago the president of
Cause his
Mexico
country got scraped.
deporting to
His
the United
country,
States?
cause his. But
What I'm
hey,
saying, Debo,
Charlie,
what I'm
his
yes,
country got his country got scraped in like 8 months.
yeah, but check this out, Debo. In the past 2 months, 3 months, Mexico has deported to the United States 23 of the biggest cartel bosses in Mexico. 23
Yeah,
biggest cartel
I
bosses.
seen him.
That takes balls from our president. And that was saying to the cartels,
That take
either you
that
do
take
our
big balls.
Either you do the way we do it with the agreement of the government that's going to allow you to do business, yes, illegal. But if you do it inside the cities and you fuck up the citizens, the army will destroy you in a second. That is where we are. That is where Mexico is right now.
And I believe that. I hear that. Let's tap into motherfucking Steven. Steven, what's going on, man? Well, what's going on? We got to figure out in Australia, like, is any of this going down? Is it like a cartel in Australia? You don't see any racism going on. If I come to Australia right now, am I okay?
There's it's a subtle, you know, like it's hidden. Like you sort of don't really see too much of the racism going on, but behind the scenes, I think there is stuff going on. And I tell you, one of the problems that we've got in Australia also is that Australians do not travel. So, like, you know, like the major majority of Australians do not travel overseas. So, you know, like their world view is a little bit limited, I feel, because they don't travel as much.
So what's the laws on marijuana down there?
Yeah. So currently, you got to keep. I think you got to keep it under 2 grams or something if you get caught in the streets with it.
Oh, so you
Like, you know,
who got it down there?
It's illegal.
It's illegal.
It's illegal. The only thing we've got is legalized marijuana, but the people I see around here that have the legalized marijuana, they still smoke their own marijuana on the side and use it to sell. And then some people try to sell the legalized marijuana on the streets.
That's crazy. Charlie, weed legal in Mexico?
Yeah, you can carry about two blunts in Mexico. So, like I was saying, another factor, Debo. I love our boxing here. I love it. Check this out. YouTube written. Steven, jump in anytime. Why do you think Mexico has one of the biggest and more famous beaches in the world? Because the cartels build a lot of those cities. The cartels is in everywhere. Hotel industry, casino industry, they're everywhere. But so it's not a bad thing. For us, the cartels are not a bad thing. Yes, they've been doing a lot of killing, but killing is part of that. It's just one aspect of the cartels, the killing. But when it comes to moving money in the cities, holy shit.
Yeah, you talking about what are you talking about?
They move
You
a
talking
lot
about
of dough.
the cartel keep that shit safe.
Oh yeah. They are
And
not safe.
not only is they killers,
Oh yeah.
they keep the shit safe because they know what's bringing
But
them money.
those kills, Debo, are between them inside the city. That's why it's so spectacular news. That's why it's so big.
I ain't never not y'all. I love Mexico.
Yeah, me too. But
I love the
I'd
Mexicans.
rather keep it away because when I was, for example, I was a bouncer for a bar. I don't know if you heard the chain Freedom or Free Day. You heard the chain, right? Free Day?
No.
You never? It's from the States actually. That came into Mexico in the 90s, and I was a bouncer for this bar and also was the host. So I get to entertain a lot of people. I used to do stand-up for them. And actually, those were one of the best years in my life when it comes to partying. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Being a bouncer, it was everything, man. It was so good. But what I'm trying to go back into the topic with the cartels, back then there was no cartel activity in the 90s in here. You could hear the killings, but outside the city, they did not intervene into the territories until the new cartels starting to arise and to
But
grow.
what I'm saying is, you saying you couldn't hear the cartel killings, right?
Well, it's
You
not
saying
right.
you,
It's not right.
but
I'm not
no, but you
condoning it.
saying you
What
couldn't
I'm
hear 'em.
saying is that it
But
happened.
you knew they were going on, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
Okay,
it's
that's all
part of
I'm
what it is.
saying.
It is what it is. It
That
is
don't
what
got
it
nothing.
is, bro.
Yeah,
That's
So
what
the
I'm saying.
cartel
they
is a good
they run the
conversation.
shit.
It don't got nothing to do with the racism.
Exactly.
It's a
That's where
good
I'm going at.
conversation,
It's
but
not racism. It's classism or
No,
economics.
it's
That's
no
all.
racism. It's no racism going
There is no
on.
race going on. There's never
Cause you
been.
can get your ass smoked,
Five,
white,
five,
black, blue, or green.
5 years ago, Mexico was one of the biggest uh, shelter for Haiti. Haiti starting to move a lot of brothers. A lot of brothers from Haiti start coming to Mexico looking for asylum, and they found it. Mexico gave them asylum because the United States wouldn't let them in. Haitian people, Cubans, a lot of Cubans, a lot of people from Haiti. So, what I'm saying, Mexico has become an asylum for all nations in the world.
Yeah, but that won't a lot of people for black people though.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm living that because I'm in the border. I get to see that every day. One guy from IT works in the store next to my house. I got a
Now how
7-Eleven
many?
chain right next to my house, and in there works this brother from IT, a black guy, and
Yeah, but
everybody treats him like
how
anybody
many of
else
them black how many of them black niggas you seen
in
go
my
in there and
community.
get
My
no
community,
in your community? How many of you seen go be baseball players?
a lot, because in Mexico,
Yeah,
baseball is a big thing
come
in Mexico.
on.
Baseball is a
How
big
many
thing.
of how many of them how many of them benefit the US more than what they benefit Mexico?
That's a good question, man. That's a great
Come on.
question. I know what you're
Come
saying.
on.
I know what you're saying.
that don't got nothing to do.
Yeah, how many of them show our tiny? Show
But
our tiny just
Debo,
got a
you
six.
going back, Debo. I'm sorry to
Debo,
interrupt you, brother. I gotta. You going
Go
back to
ahead.
the you going back to the
you
topic that the blood is stronger being black? Is that what you're saying? Because you're going back to
But
racism.
no, I ain't going back to racism. The question was racism. But
I'm
what I'm
saying,
going
I'm
back to
saying,
is
you're
go
exampling
ahead.
sports. You're exampling sports like baseball and saying how many have benefited from the America. Well, not many, but a lot to make a difference on the sport
What? What the fuck did you just say?
that the Americans without the black community in sports would not be the NFL, the NBL, the
No, that's only the
basketball league.
MLB.
What I'm saying, bro, you're going back to racism. See how it is. See how easy it is to trip on that, to trip on racism. We're going back now that saying that sports in the US are not sports without the black community. And that's racism right
No,
there.
what I'm saying is
What I'm
it ain't
saying.
sports without y'all. I'm saying it ain't sports without y'all neither. That's what I'm saying.
And that is going back
But what
to
I'm saying, you gotta realize that shit.
what I'm saying, bro. You're going back to racism. And that shouldn't be
Nah, I
happening.
don't. I don't look. I don't care
It's
if show
true.
or tiny
Look,
was
Debo,
black,
Debo,
white,
I'm sorry to
green.
interrupt you. Debo, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. It's a fact.
Go ahead.
It's a fact that the black community in sports are needed. It's a fact. Without the black community, the sports would not be even professional, for crying out loud. Look at the Olympics. Who steals all the speeding records, the jumping records? The black community. It's a fact. It's in our chromosomes. But it's not that
It,
good. It's not that good to take a look and say, because this black is the fastest in the world, like this Jamaican guy. That's not the issue. The issue is that genetics are getting predisposed to evolve as the greatest species on earth.
Yo,
The
man.
black community is the greatest species on earth. It's the first one for
No,
crying
and
out
I ain't say,
loud.
and I can't say it. I can't, and I'm not gonna knock that we is the greatest.
You are the
But what I'm
greatest in the
saying
world.
is,
The first ones.
no. But what I'm saying is,
We
God
gotta
damn
get
it.
on that.
we ain't got to put it like that. Everybody could be a team.
Oh, no. I'm not saying that we should be alone or separated or segregated. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
everybody could be a team.
I'm not saying that. I'm
That's,
praising the Lord for that.
that's where that racist shit start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause I don't got
That's
a
what I'm
racist
saying.
bone in
It is,
my body.
dude. That's where the race shit start.
But
I fuck,
Debo,
That
I
right there,
fuck with you.
nah, that shit.
I
Debo,
fuck with you hard.
that's
Like,
not
yeah,
the issue. That's not the issue. The issue is that we are predisposed to be racism. We're predisposed because of the evolution of mankind. How the fuck the first race from the world, the black community, how the hell do we jump from that to the King of England back in 1494? How the hell did we jump from the niggas being outside of the community and being treated as slaves when they were the first civilization in the world? How the hell did we do that? Segregation and selecting of a species. And that's where racism started.
It might have been Christopher Columbus when that boat came. That's when hating started, man. Listen, man, we about to go to another 60.
In your stuff, you say you love me to death, but you will leave me for less. Got me in the bed, laid out stressed, gun in my mouth, gun on my chest, I'm aggravated. How we back and forth, we ain't trying to make it. Every other day you get to testing my patience, then it's back to back like a glitch in the matrix. I'm leaving you, but what I really mean, I'm in love with you. I wanna back up, but I fucks with you. And if I let go, then who left who? If we choose to do it, we gotta do it right. We can't be fighting all day, fucking all night, acting like we over it, then it's alright. Then we back at it by the end of the night. That's high school. We gotta move out here like the bosses do. You got me, best believe I got you. I would never eat out here before I feed you. That's law, babe. Shorty got me open like a hallway. I wonder if I never called, would you be babe? I wonder if I stepped, would you came my way? Probably not, I can't even lie. Probably not, I was in my house on shell shock. I slide my phone button to unlock. Hello? Yo, babe, stop playing with me, man. It's been too hard.
Common Sense is not common. The podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe, share, follow, and everything that's good.
Man, tonight has been one of the nights. One of the nights.
And I thank you, everybody, for tuning
It's on
in
fire.
on the streams,
This
everything.
has been a great night, Rittens. We're gonna go on with another hour.
No,
What's
we ain't
up?
going on with another hour, but we will actually.
Come on, we can do
Now.
this, man. It's getting hot.
Oh man, I just need to know everybody's opinion on how can we stop this shit. Like,
No, I don't want to stop, man. This is
How
too
can we-
hot.
hey, we don't need a paragraph. We just need something quick. Let us
Okay.
know how
I-
we can stop this shit.
Can I say something? I'm gonna
Go
take
ahead.
2 minutes.
Say,
2 minutes. 2
Seconds.
minutes.
Got a few seconds. Let us know how
Okay.
we can stop it.
All right. So the way I would stop it is just take a look in the mirror, man. Take a look in the mirror and stop acting stupid. That's it. Simple as that. And stop calling yourself Mexican and start calling yourself human being from the world, and we love each other. Period. Period. Jesus said it, we can do it again. 2,000 years, man. Jesus was here 2,000 years ago. Let's do it again. For him, for the humanity, for the world. Let's goddamn love each other, goddamn it. That's my 5 cents.
Hey,
Thank
that's
you.
right there, man. I appreciate that. I'll take that 5 cents. Hey, Debo, you ready? Let me know, man. How can we stop this shit, man?
he wake us up, just do the right thing. Like, you ain't got shit to do with
Right
race.
on, right
Just
on,
got
right
something
on.
to do with humans
Right on.
How can we
all
stop this
day.
shit? How can we stop this racist shit?
How can we stop this shit? Man, y'all get into the book.
Exact.
Y'all read
Exact.
some.
My nigga.
Y'all read some,
Exact.
my nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise the Lord for that. Yes, sir.
I'll take that. My boy Steven, what's up, man? How can we change this? How can we fix it?
Boys, it's just small steps, mate. One step at a time, brother. Like, we're not going to cut it out altogether, but yeah, understanding, love, and
Oh yeah.
the Bible does have a lot of good advice for us. We just got to take it and use it in the right way. That's what the
Exactly.
Lord wanted all along, for
Praise
us
the
to use it
Lord.
in the right way.
Praise the Lord. Almighty.
Amen for that.
Amen.
Okay, we got a lot of Christians on the line. I see somebody.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
We
Christian
got
is Lord, baby.
Christians left.
Christian is Lord.
And what we
Somebody take us out of here with a prayer. How about
Oh,
that?
our God that is in heaven, that thank you by the Lord's name, that thank you for the Virgin Mary. We are thankful for your grace, for your love, and for your compassion to these humans. Monkeys that don't know yet nothing, that we don't know loving. Please praise the Lord. Please, oh God Almighty, lead us the way again with love, with your example, and with your footsteps that we can share with our sons. There it is. There it is. Amen to that. I think
Amen.
I did a cute one, right? So looking forward to be here again. Witness, Debo, shout out, Steven. My love to you guys. This was a great night, man. Peace, y'all. Peace. We need some peace in the
Peace.
All
world.
right.
All right?
Peace out.
Peace and blessings, my nigga.
Know what it is. Thank y'all.
My niggas.